We're going to have to pay taxes. Taxes are a fact of life. We might as well accept that. But to make sure that the dollars are spent wisely, that's my goal.
Yeah, and in today's climate, it is so important because everybody seems to be wanting in the taxpayer's pocket. And with the climate now, I've seen so many groups that say throw everyone out. But I do agree that we can't, we got to be careful on that score too, because we lose a lot of good experience.
Right.
And we can't just have, people come in that don't even know what they're doing. That could be messy. But we also want to make sure that, from my point of view, that they're not taking more out of my pocket than needs to be taken.
Right.
And
I think most people, when they look into it, will find that Allen County Council and Allen County government as a whole has been very conservative in nature and very frugal. So I feel good about it, but we on council have to be ever mindful of asking the questions and making sure the dollars are spent the way they're supposed to be spent.
are you happy with the budget for this year? I see you brought it. He brought the budget. This is what Allen County. This is the 2009 projected, or this is set in stone?
That's set in stone.
It's already set in stone. Here's the budget. Can you find this on the web?
That's current. I don't think it's on the web. I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that after the show, why it's not on the web. I don't think it's their fault, but it should be, right?
It's umpteen pages. I don't think it's on the web.
This is all the things that we pay for in the entire county and what you guys have to go through to decide what's being paid for.
There's a few departments that's not in here.
Where are they?
They're here in the county, but we don't control their budget completely. Some of that is through the commissioner's office.
But
So
this is basically almost all the money that we spend
Yes.
in Allen County,
Yes.
except for a few things that
And it's other funding, and that's the one thing, since coming on to the council, and I'm sure, and as Larry has mentioned a couple times with his experience in Wells County and stuff, was so many things that we do has to go through state legislation and is controlled by state legislation. And some of the different funds that we received, it's amazing how the different ratios are used for to divide it. And I mean, like you have, for instance, your gasoline tax, and the state gasoline tax is collected right off the top. A certain percentage goes to for state police, and then a certain amount comes back. And remember, we have 92 counties in this state, so it's dispersed with the 92 counties. And then it comes to the auditor's office. The auditor's office then has to break it down based upon, some of them is on population, some of them is on your property tax levies, what percentage your levy is compared to other levies in the county. Some of it is based upon road mileage. And did I mention population? Population?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
you better love money for this job, or at least math, right?
It helps. It helps.
That's the one skill everybody better have. Better like math.
Right.
Because I was looking at this, and there's a lot of stuff. So you guys have to sit down, and this one's approved for
That's 2009 working budget.
working budget. And then you have you do a projected 2010?
Yes.
Is that one out?
We've approved it, yes.
Okay, but if this one's not on the web, if it is, then it'd be right next to it, maybe.
It could be, and I mean...
It might be on Allen County government. I've seen some things, they're really good about, I think, trying to put things up. So if not, where could they get? If someone was brave enough to want to see everything the Allen County budget is.
And digest that.
Actually, we're going to put their email addresses up because we'll be mean to both of them if you want an Allen County budget book or want to know more. If you put up the email address for Mr. Buskirk, it was rbuskirk@comcast.net. We didn't say that. And for Mr. Brown, it is lbrown at...
L period.
l.brown@adbmechanical.com. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So those are if you want to ask for a budget or where you can get a copy.
Believe me, if somebody does that, we'll make sure that it's on the web.
Yeah.
Does the county council have a website? Can I see what you guys are doing?
The county has a website. The council itself does not have a website.
Right, but I can go on I think I can go on the website and see when your meetings are?
Right.
And you have meetings how often?
Once a month, third Thursday, normally. Sometimes holidays or something interferes with that. We're actually meeting Thursday, day after tomorrow, the 17th, at 8:30 in the mornings is when we meet.
And these are always open to the public?
Correct.
Always open to the public, so nothing else. If you want to know how your county dollars are spent, that would be a good place to go and listen in. And I think the minutes of every meeting are posted on the site, the county site. I think I've seen your minutes on there. I've read some of it. It gets a little long, but I have read it because I've seen where they quoted you and...
Right.
Word for word.
Is it word for word?
Yes, it is, yeah.
So you actually have
We
someone there?
have trouble. I keep trying to cut Larry short so we don't have such long minutes, but then...
Mr. Buskirk, I've seen the minutes and I've seen the paragraphs related to certain... We won't go there.
Okay.
Remember, we're live, 422-8708. I don't have any callers, so you're going to have to keep listening to me. Nobody has questions for two county council members. Because right now with the tea parties and everything, I know people are really concerned and people don't know what's going on with the money. Yep, I think that's the web address, allencounty.us. If it's not, then we'll yell at someone back there. Okay. That's it, and because that's where I found the meeting times, and I found some good links with the minutes and some fun things that you can track what they're doing and what they're saying. And so we have these meetings once a month, and you discuss what?
Well, we usually, different departments have questions or additional requests for funding, personnel situations in which we do have a 3-panel personnel committee that meets with the human resources once a month and on any personnel recommendations, and then it has to come to the full council for a vote. That's usually some of the things that is on it. We also have applications for different grants through the justice system and other departments in the county that we're able to obtain funding through different grants. So, and then we have other things such as the highway department funding on certain roads and streets throughout the county. I don't know, can you think of something?
Trevor, fight?
Another.
No?
I'll tackle that one. We don't always agree, but we do a good job of listening to each other.
Very important skill.
And I think I'm impressed with my short time on this council that even though we might disagree and the final vote might be, not unanimous, we seem to come to a consensus. Once the vote is over, it's basically a done deal, and
we walk away happy.
We walk away happy, correct.
Do you guys vote no?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
So when I come in asking for money...
We'll tell you no.
So you do vote no sometimes?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Right now we need... That's one of the hardest thing, I think, for taxpayers to feel about government in general, not local as much as federally, but that we have to tighten our belts. Government needs to, too, very badly, and it's not fair if they don't.
That's correct.
And, and we want you guys to make sure that, we're paying for necessities, but if we don't need it right now, we have to live without it. We probably can't, you probably can too.
And, go ahead.
Another thing that we do that I found very interesting is under Roy's leadership and previous councils, they've decided that each county council member will be assigned a number of liaison positions. And what I mean by that is each council member is expected to meet with that liaison assignment, whether it be, for instance, some of my assignments are the Coliseum. That's one of them. So I meet with the Coliseum board and
you look at their budget and...
all council...
Right, but you bring a little more actual
Actually, the
interaction?
purpose is to get involved in the day-to-day goings-on of that
So
particular...
you know if they're saying they need a lot more money than they, or if they're being pretty reasonable?
It's a better way of staying closer connected with those departments.
Right, and you can know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we had a phone call. I'll take it. You're on